Hai, Assalamualaikum. Selamat petang semua kepada fans-fans Harimau Melaya. Hari ini eksklusif sekali lagi Isyam bawakan untuk korang. Kita bersama dengan coach untuk futsal kita iaitu Coach Chiew Chun Young. Apa khabar coach? Sihat coach?
Ya, khabar baik. Thank you Isyam.
Ya, thank you coach sudi luangkan masa interview sekali lagi selepas kejohanan AFF untuk futsal. Okey coach, untuk komen pertama ni, apa komen coach and prestasi negara secara overall mengenai kejohanan hari itu untuk skuad futsal kita?
Ya, pandangan saya, peribadi saya untuk kejohanan AFF ini, ya, untuk cakap pasal bagi input pasal overall punya performance, alright. Performance pemain bagi saya from one game to another game is improving, and also as we can see, first game kita a bit struggling, even a bit Cambodia. But let's talk about in general, one game to another game, player performance improve and improve, right? And of course, bagi saya as a sebagai jurulatih, I look at the many aspect, performance, fitness, then discipline player dalam team. So result, of course, is not what we want. For the people, for the fans, of course, if everybody expect good result. But for me, if you ask me to rate the player have put out a good performance, even though result bukan yang kita mahukan, and also especially kita tidak qualify untuk ini AFC Asian Cup in September. So of course, saya sebagai jurulatih, I have to responsible of this. But in overall punya performance, player have done their best, and I impressed dengan player punya mentality and player punya discipline. Then they improve from one game to another game.
Okay coach, saya kira lebih kurang masa persiapan tu dalam masa 2 minggu je, dalam masa 15 hari persiapan skuad futsal negara ni. Adakah itu salah satu faktor utama disebabkan juga ada beberapa game friendly yang terpaksa dibatalkan juga?
Ya, itu salah satu faktor yang impact cukup besar dalam preparation saya. And of course saya sangat kecewa dalam in this aspect, yang two friendly matches for me is very important because sudah 3 tahun pasukan negara kita tak ada international exposure at all. 3 tahun masa jangka yang agak panjang. And for this AFF, as I told everybody, this AFF is considered a new platform, and then everything has start from scratch. Because 3 tahun kita inactive. Unlike yang negara-negara yang lain, walaupun COVID pandemic period, mereka still active dalam training. Government still allow them to on and off training dengan certain punya SOP. Tak macam negara kita have to completely stop. So ini dua perbezaan. Ya, so datang balik dengan 3 tahun inactive, tak ada game. So definitely player need a lot of international punya exposure, and perlu banyak game and perlu banyak training untuk refresh balik 2018 and 19 punya tactical and also many aspect, especially in the physical condition. So macam Hisham cakap betul, preparation kali ini pun agak cukup pendek dalam 12 hari preparation, tak termasuk kita ada main 4 local punya friendly game. So more or less kita ada dalam 6-7 hari sesi punya training.
Okay, coach, masa last game lawan Thailand tu, itu adalah harapan terakhir kita untuk layak ke separuh akhir. Kita hampir mengejutkan Thailand sebenarnya, kita mendahului Thailand dengan 2-1 macam tu. Mungkin last game Thailand comeback dengan menang 4-2. So apakah faktor utama masa game tu coach? Adakah disebabkan Thailand bagi tu sebabkan sokongan tuan rumah tu sebenarnya yang maybe melemahkan mentaliti player kita ke macam mana?
Kalau Hisham tanya saya tentang benda ini, player pemain Malaysia mentaliti agak kuat, cukup kuat. Kalau cakap pasal penyokong punya effect, I don't think it's a problem. Tapi bagi saya sebagai jurulatih, because I'm with the team from since day one, so I know the main factor is kita punya physical condition. Physical condition, yes. As you can see, kita main dengan Indonesia atau Thailand. First half, player perform brilliant. Close fight or even can overcome the strong opponent. Tapi physical condition kita hanya mampu kekal during first half atau second half after 5-10 minutes. Yeah, then when physical conditions start to decrease, of course focus level and mental wise more or less will affect.
Okay, itu mungkin salah satu faktor juga. Okay, coach. Kalau kita tengok sekarang ni pasukan Indonesia sedang meningkat naik, tak kisah pasukan futsal diorang ataupun pasukan bola sepak utama diorang. Coach nampak ada jurang perbezaan tak ataupun kualiti dengan skuad negara kita buat masa sekarang ni?
Yes, definitely. And like in my last interview, I don't feel surprised. The country that well developed and then constantly have this proper league with a proper structure, and then also with different age group of category of the age group punya liga. This in long run definitely will help. Then you can see this country already actively implement this kind of structure since 4-5 years ago. So today you can see the result. This is not bukan what they call today we train, tomorrow we can give this result. It's all about development structure for the short term and mid term and long term plan. So this is some the area that other country is maybe doing better than us. That's why you see the progress of other countries.
Okay. Coach, sebagai seorang jurulatih, apa sasaran dan KPI sebenarnya yang diletakkan untuk coach tahun ni sebenarnya dalam skuad futsal? Okay, of course saya punya sasaran is always tinggi. Tapi realistically kenyataan I pun kena face. Of course I punya sasaran always want to bring Malaysia to di tahap yang tertinggi. Sebab dalam 2017 sampai 2019, Malaysia berjaya lonjak dari ranking 70 lebih sampai 54. It's a big jump. And then we enter to so many finals. And the only close can able to compete with us closely is only Thailand. Yeah, so of course, after that, my aim is always is higher. But after 3 years, things have been changed. 3 years, right? So selepas 3 tahun pandemic, also sponsorship semua pun ada banyak big impact. So that's why, even though I punya aim still mau aim tinggi, but I still have to face the realistic. We have to start from scratch. We have to start from very low. Because kita 3 tahun totally inactive. So we cannot ask player to do the magic. Come back today, tomorrow we can give results. Same goes to me. I also can't do magic. Right? It's how we prepare. How long we prepare, how well we prepare. And then also relate to our liga, how well our liga dalam negara kita. Kalau compare lain country. So these are the aspect that we must look into bigger angle. So to be fair to the player, of course, I sebagai jurulatih, I will ambil tanggungjawab. Tak kira pasukan sukses ke atau gagal. Sebab I yang bawa tim ini. So I will face all the consequences. But at the same time, I have to be realistic also. Saya tak boleh expect player like example. I cannot expect saya punya player score 9A in SPM. Kalau saya tidak beri mereka proper punya sekolah, konsisten punya hantar pergi sekolah, bagi extra tuition atau bagi extra punya one-on-one tuition, then I cannot expect them to go for 9As. So this is the same theory. So I have to start from very low right now to bring the team come back slowly, also back to how much time and how well we prepare in the next competition. Okay, ada tak KPI yang diletakkan oleh FAM untuk coach untuk futsal ni? Of course, in MSN they expect at least medal prospect. And like what I say in even the AFF, walaupun kali ini gagal, yes, I tanggungjawab completely. Not sebab I yang bawa tim. So there's no problem to me. But when it comes to SEA Games, even we're going to have a short preparation also. But still, I will aiming for, because my last SEA Games
what they call the result is a silver medalist. So of course I don't want to aim lower than silver medalist. For my personal, I still put my own KPI. Regardless how the preparation is, I have to what they call aim for the higher, which is silver medalist. But FM, of course, their KPI to me is a bronze medal.
Okay. Coach, ni sekiranya kalau coach maybe FM dah letakkan sasaran, coach gagal mencapai apa yang diorang letakkan, apa persediaan coach? Maybe ada perancangan lain dari coach juga ke, atau coach memang concentrate untuk fokus futsal ni?
Yeah, of course, sudah beri sasaran, then I can start to prepare apa saya patut prepare after back from AFF, and I can see player also getting improved from one game another until final last game against Thailand. Even though result is 4-2, we lost. Even though we couldn't qualify, but in another angle, I look at positive side is player growing, including new player, another player. So they learn, they expose, they got the opportunity to expose in this competition. This is something very positive to me, because especially for new player, I cannot expect today they've been selected in national team, tomorrow perform in international game. And without international exposure, doesn't make sense for this player. So I have to be fair to them. But gagal dalam kejohanan ini definitely is my responsibility. I have nothing to defend. This is the fact. I have to take the responsibility. So in SEA Games also the same thing. In SEA Games, right? So I'm working out right now the training program, see how to increase, improve player physical level and also tactical aspect, because in this tournament is the eye-opening for me to study how Indonesia, how Myanmar, how Thailand, how Vietnam, how they play. So now I have a clearer picture after 2.5 years. So I have all the data with me, how to play against this team. If you can see, even with Indonesia and Thailand, we almost make an upset. So because all the tactical, it works very well. Player follow the game plan very well. But losing out is only fitness aspect. So this is something that we can't build overnight. Yeah, so this is the planning at this moment.
Okay coach, ni saya nak minta komen coach lah. Selepas perjalanan AFF tu, rata-rata fans peminat futsal mahukan perubahan dalam barisan kejurulatihan. So komen coach ni macam ni? Adakah terganggu ataupun coach masih fokus untuk Sukan SEA?
Oh, ini benda of course is very normal, common to me. Like for the fans, they like. Let's talk about the fans. Let's talk about the coaching staff. Let's talk about player, right? So for the fans, they may not know a lot of things. Where is this team come from? How this team come from after 2.5 years? So it is normal for them to criticize or give their input. As a coach, we have to prepare for all this. But for the coaches' side, also they look at from different angle. From coaches' side, so for player side, they're looking at from different angle. So for them, they want to change the coaches. All this is very common. Like what I said, I take the full responsibility. I don't want to give any excuse, but I will just continue to work on with the team because I know exactly what I'm working on with the team, based on current situation, based on the preparation, and based on player punya situation. I work on as long as can. Prepare them well prepared before the competition, before the SEA Games. So if they want to change the coach, they want to change this one, is very common to me. If no result, this is very normal everywhere in the world. Regardless what excuse you give, but I can't blame them. This is the what they call the ecosystem, how they work.
Normal lah.
Yeah, it's normal. But I will take it very positively, because the more they give a negative impact, I believe it will drive me more desire to win the game, to win the competition. We always must take it very positively. No, if you take it negatively, everything will jeopardize. Semua akan impact in terms of mentality, preparation, or whatever, or so on. Right? So we have to take it very positively, and this is very common. Everybody have the right to bagi them a comment, but maybe they do know how much the players sacrifice. How hard work they are with me with the short time. Something that hard for normal people can imagine how tough this player gone through. Very, very tough. Yeah, because we are unlike Indonesia, Thailand have a year preparation, you know. So sometimes it depends. We have to know where we come from.
Okay, Coach, Coach bertanggungjawab sepenuhnya untuk AFF. Macam mana pula dengan persiapan Sukan SEA ni? Semuanya okey ke? Preparation Coach sendiri?
Yeah, cabaran still we will face. So also we will have a couple of days to prepare for this competition. We have a short camp again, also, but we are trying to arrange at least have 2 international games before the SEA Games. So this is what we are trying to work on. So at least a player can experience and can expose in the friendly before the actual competition SEA Games.
Okay, Coach, adakah Coach masih mengekalkan player yang sama pada hari itu ataupun Coach akan menilai semula pemain-pemain lain juga untuk dibawa ke Sukan SEA nanti?
Yeah, it's a good question, but because the camp is too short, so I don't have much time to analyze other player anymore. And also for me, this batch that brought into this AFF competition, all the players show a very positive improvement. So that's why if there is changes also because of injury or 1 or 2 changes, but you would have a major change in this team to prepare for the SEA Game because the time is too short. And what more, we don't have league line now to assess.
Ya, betul. Okay, Coach, untuk Sukan SEA ni tak silap saya ada 5 je pasukan yang bertanding untuk futsal dan dia akan bermain secara format liga. So macam mana sasaran Coach sendiri? Macam Coach kata memang kalau boleh tak nak bawah pada silver medalist untuk tahun ni, sekurang-kurangnya bawa balik pingat.
Yeah, worst result we must at least bring back the medal, regardless is silver or bronze, right? But in this SEA Game, as you can see, even we based on AFF competition. Myanmar is doing better, Vietnam doing better, Indonesia and Thailand in the final. So all the teams are above Malaysia performance based on recent performance. All right. So for me and for Malaysia boys also, we also have spoken about this one. Every game against is like final game to us. There's no any game we can take it easy. So this is the area we will work together as a team, together with the coaching staff and the player. Psychology-wise, we don't want to impact because of AFF performance or result. Yeah, so we will find a right mentality. Go in to treat every game like a final. Then to put out a good fight. But of course, the tactical strategy also come to a very important aspect. Yeah, so we will make sure the player possess the right mentality before the SEA Games start with these 4 teams, because it's a one round robin.
Okay, Coach kata tadi ada 2 game friendly. Boleh, kalau tak keberatan boleh Coach beritahu friendly international dengan tim mana?
We haven't confirmed. This is what the thing that we are working on. We try to play 2 for international friendly if possible.
Okay. Mungkin ni soalan second last. Cabaran dia mungkin Coach kata chemistry tu tadi yang first. Untuk cabaran-cabaran lain pun saya rasa Sukan SEA dalam masa 3 minggu lagi dan lepas raya je terus nak ke sana. Mungkin itu adalah satu faktor mengganggu tak Coach? Dengan player-player?
Yeah, definitely. Yes. This is definitely because especially sekarang puasa month, Ramadan. That's why I say player sacrifice a lot actually. So, but they have never complained. This is something impressed me because this is how player grow up with me for so many years. Player mentality, why I have to respect them without any doubt. So during post-month training is one of the challenge. Definitely will impact the physical condition. Secondly, is if we have friendly game, player have to travel during Raya time. Maybe first day of Raya or second day of Raya. So this is also another sacrifice from the player. I have to respect them a lot. Yeah, but definitely, during Raya, sacrifice family time, anak-anak semua dekat rumah. It's not easy. Yeah, so especially after 3-year pandemic, semua tak boleh celebrate. Then finally boleh celebrate. Now they have to leave for national duty. Yeah, it's a big sacrifice. But I value this player a lot because they hold a very positive mentality.
Okay, Coach, untuk yang terakhirnya, harapan Coach untuk peminat-peminat futsal di Malaysia?
Yeah, for the peminat futsal Malaysia, thank you for your support all the time. Even though some I know are not happy with the recent AFF result, but this is normal. As mentioned, we must understand where the team come from and where we start from, compared to line country with the situation, with a different kind of situation. But I still thank you, most of the futsal fans. Continue to give a very good support, very positive support, and please continue support Futsal Malaysia, because without fans, without supporter, futsal also have nothing. Without fans, sport without fans is nothing, right? So I'm glad that still majority of the futsal fans still continue support Futsal Malaysia, even though recently the AFF not so positive, but I still wish the fans can continue to support positively with this player. So from our side also, this is another big model for the team to achieve a better result or better performance for Futsal Malaysia.
Okay Coach, thank you so much for your time, sudi luangkan masa dengan Harimau Melaya. Saya suka dengan kata-kata Coach yang sangat positif. Orang kata dalam skuad futsal negara ni, saya harap untuk Sukan SEA ni, Coach dan tim mampu membawa sekurang-kurangnya pingat buat negara. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Definitely, that's the aim. Thank you very much.
Rezeki kita jumpa dekat luar, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck, Coach. All the best.
Yes, welcome.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.